Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. So guys, I am mid preparing for the wedding. I can barely breathe. I barely have the time to breathe or do anything else, but this was a little bit too fun and the thumbnail itself was too funny to not make this video. Like the thumbnail was made by the Mrs. Ivy Gaming, and you know, it was too funny to not do it. The whole idea came while I was doing my team for this tournament that's going on right now, and that's for doing Spider with rare champions only. I mean, we know the best rare champion for the sake of Spider is Cold Heart, so you know that's the team that I will be going to show you, because obviously, as you saw in the thumbnail, the 3 girls that will get it done. So let me actually show you exactly. I already finished it yesterday because I was busy. I just put it to do in the background, and then I continued, you know, getting stuff prepared for the wedding. But basically, the team that I used was 3 Cold Hearts, a Renegade, and a Bellower, which was pretty easy. The reason behind this is because, okay, I had most of these people built. The only ones that I had to build extra was a 3rd Cold Heart. So my Cold Hearts are built in different builds. Like I have them roughly around 200 speed, which is, you know, you want them to be as fast as you can get them, you know, but still do some crazy damage so that they get enough turns before they start getting killed by the spiderlings. Then actually, you know what, I built Bellower for the sake of the decreased defense and decreased attack that he has on his A3. Even though it's a baby one, it was good enough for me, for what I tried. I tried to do it with War Maiden, but obviously she's wrong affinity for the sake of 20. So in case I wanted to go for the sake of like lower 19, would have worked maybe with War Maiden, but I wanted to do specifically 20, so this is why I use Bellower. Bellower is really good because he has AoE on all of his hits, so just build him not to do damage, build him in a stun set, and you know, he can bring a little bit of layer of survivability. And obviously Renegade is there just for the reset. I had my level 61, but I put my lower one because I want this Renegade to be the first one that gets attacked. And let me show you how the run actually works, and then I'm gonna show you again the presets and show you the builds of this whole thing where the girls get it done actually. Let me put myself here. So the AoE, as we saw, we already got like a couple of them being stunned. Heartseeker, 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 reset. They start going for this Renegade. Another AoE, they put some decreased speeds in there. No stuns on this one, but still that's fine. He comes back with the AoE again. Some more stuns. And the thing is, Bellower's good not just for the sake of not just for the sake of the decreased defense, but also having the decreased attack for the lower stages where we're actually tanking it or taking the hits can be massive and extremely helpful. Even though it's like a baby one, it honestly, I think it only failed like once in the whole 100 runs that I did. It only failed once, and I don't even know how it failed, honestly. Because I cannot see why this fails, because everything, you know, everything looks so smooth. Even if people start dropping, the Heartseekers should still go in there. Maybe when the decreased defense does not land and we don't do enough damage because of some bad RNG, but otherwise, look at this. Look at how easy it goes, how reliable it is, and still under 30 seconds. Under 30 seconds, so that's amazing. If you do not have if you don't have the champions built, or you do not want to invest resources in doing something like this, you can always just drop back to stage 10, guys. If you go back to stage 10, just use your nukers, nuke it down. It's gonna be easy. This one gives you, it has like an 80% chance to always give you 5-star pieces of accessories. So the 5-star piece, the 5-star accessories will always give you around the minimum, you know, the 16 points, and that's easy enough to do. So if you really want to go for this tournament for the rewards, you should actually do it, because the rewards are pretty good. I mean, I didn't stay too much in that to show you, but let's talk a little bit about the rewards. It's like, you know, the first 2 ones are like silver and rare book, you don't care. You get the mortal soulstone, we know they're quite highly valued. Then we get some of those coins, again, really good. An epic book, you can never frown upon an epic book, and a void shard is one of the rarest things to get in the game, so hell yeah, you should definitely do it, at least for the milestones, if not for pushing higher. So if that doesn't work, like I said, if you cannot find yourself a team that does 20, just go back to stage 10 and that should be enough. Let me just show you the presets that I used on this team though. So basically, a Renegade, let her do whatever. Because she's the slowest in the team, she's gonna come back with a reset. Cold Heart, Priority Heartseeker, Heartseeker, and Heartseeker. The reason why I have this one, the only one that doesn't have the A2, is because this is the Cold Heart that I use for my 25, and she's in Reflex. Sorry guys. So she's in reflex, and because she's in reflex, I want her to have the highest chance in case like something bad happens to reset the Heartseeker and come back to it as fast as possible. Then every other one Heartseekers, and they can use the L3. And Bellower, I made him prioritize the A3 because that's the one that brings the decreased defense and decreased attack. So even though he used it maybe on the first one, I want to use it on the second one so I can put decreased attack on the spiderlings that are at the back. Now let's have a look at the builds. I'm trying to keep this video pretty quick and fast. So Bellower is basically in a stance set and pretty fast. And as a funny coincidence, he even has resistance. Normally you don't care about this. You only care about getting him to be like, I don't know, 220 accuracy, and if he has like 200 speed, that's good enough. You know, he should be able, or actually no, not 200 speed. You want him to be the fastest. So if he has to be like 220, give him the 220 to be able to put the decreased defense first. And like I said, stance set because he has an AoE hits on all of his skills, and that's pretty good. And because of that, this is how I specialize my Bellower for the sake of other content where I use him in stance set. And he has lots of debuffs. I took Fearsome Presence for an extra 5% chance to land that stun. Then Heartseekers, like Heartseeker number 1, straight up with not Heartseeker, oh my god, Cold Heart. Cold Heart number 1, straight up in Savage, crazy crit damage, you know, decent speed, decent accuracy to land that decreased accuracy. Then the decreased thermometer. Then the second one, again, decent speed, decent accuracy, decent crit damage, but in reflex because I wanted to reset the Heartseeker faster. And triple refresh as well. You know, this one's just RNG. It's like, okay, does she hit again or not? So this doesn't change. The fact they have triple refresh and having what's it called, the reflex set on her does not change the success of it or not. These are the masteries on the first one. This is the one that I usually use for other content. That's why I took Giant Slayer. These are the masteries on the second one for obviously reliability, flawless execution. And the third one that I just built doesn't even give accuracy because I already have two that take down the accuracy. I don't really need accuracy for this one to take the thermometer down. So again, this one's 200 speed, 256 crit damage, and Savage plus Cruel. So this is another one that's max really hard at the end, and obviously no masteries because I just built this one last night. So like I said, this is a pretty easy one that you want to do because it's, you know, it's stage 20. It's pretty reliable. But like I said, if this one's a bit too difficult for you, you can always go back to stage you can always go back to stage 10 and just farm it there. If you don't have something like this, I've seen some other options, and I've seen some others that I don't have personally built, but maybe you kept this champion that can be good. Instead of the Bellower, for example, there's the Dilgal. Dilgal has a decreased defense on the A3, and he has, like, you know, he has a triple hitter. So on that triple hitter, he has a chance to land it here. It's like, you know, after it's booked, it's 50-65% chance. So hitting 3 times, it's like on each hit he can place it. So he can be pretty reliable. Another one that can be really good, but it's like maybe it's not 100%. So I'm like, it's, you know, Dagger as well. She has it, well, 50, 55, 65, 75% chance to land. That's pretty good. Also bringing a decreased attack on the A1, but the thing is, if this was AoE, it would have been a lot nicer, even though it's still not 100%, but you know, she can do this. And like I said, we have the War Maidens. There might be some other ones that are like, you know, I do not remember right now, but you know, especially from the rare department. Or there's another way that you can try and do it, because the way that Spider works, or like any PvE content works, is they will attack the person with the lowest HP. So the way that I also made sure who gets attacked first is by leveling their HP. So Renegade has 32,000, then Bellower has 35,746, then all the Cold Hearts have over that 36, 35,997, and 37,000. So basically, if you make sure that the person that have the highest, the persons that you want to attack, which are the Cold Hearts, and not die and be attacked last, have the highest HP, make sure that everybody else has lower HP and just give them more defense. So maybe you can bring somebody that's a wrong affinity just for the sake of tanking. If this doesn't work for you, maybe you bring, I don't know, instead of the Bellower, you bring an Ironclad as an example, or any other Force red champion, or what's his face, Sentinel. They can help you as well. Maybe instead of Bellower, because Sentinel could be interesting because he has an AoE decreased attack. Even though he's wrong affinity, he could still bring you. Where is he? Okay, there we go. See, he has an AoE decreased attack on day 2. He can tank. He's defense based, so you know, or actually he's HP, but he's attack / defense. You could try and tank him out, but yeah. What else? Oh yeah, resist. If you want to make sure that if you want to have somebody that tanks your your spiderlings, make sure they have like around 250 resist, because that way they will not get the poisons on themselves and they can survive more. So when they get it on, they don't straight up die because of the poisons. But this is gonna be for the video. It ended up being longer than I expected, guys, but thank you for watching. This is how the girls got it done. Subscribe if you haven't already, like the video if you enjoyed it, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Peace, love, take care everyone. Bye guys.